At a point in one's life, there would come a time when nothing seems to be working the way you wish it would. We all have goals and aspirations, things we wish would happen to us at every stage. Sometimes you could have written out every accomplishment for each stage and peak in your life to monitor your progress in achieving those things. You could have planned your life from the start, when you would start college, when you would finish, when you would start working, the kind of person you would marry, and when you would even want to get married. How many children you want to have, the place you want to settle down, to the tiniest detail you could think of. You've put in so much effort just to ensure that it comes to pass, and you would stop at nothing till it comes out the way you want it. One thing you've forgotten is that you can't control every single thing that's going to happen to you in life, but the only thing you can control is how you react to it. Just because you've set out goals and it doesn't happen at the time you want them, or even at all, doesn't mean the world has come to a stop and you should give up. What you're seeking might even happen in the complete opposite of what you wished for. It might not even be a goal, but just that things are not going well for you. It's like everything you try to do doesn't work out, no matter how much effort you put into it, or the changes you try to make in your approach. When in situations like this, one thing that you should know is that changes are still coming your way. It might take a while for it to happen, and it might not look like it'll ever be, but the truth is that it will still happen. But to ensure that through this process of waiting, you can react in a way that wouldn't keep you down despite everything going on, there are certain things you would have to do. These things would keep you on track with what you want and where you're wishing for those things to happen in your life. The first thing to do is to control your response and reaction. That's the golden rule of staying positive in every negative situation. You have to learn to accept the situation that's happening. The more you deny what's happening, the more you delay finding the solution. Denying the existence of a thing doesn't cause it to be non-existent, but just stretches the time you would have to deal with a bad situation. You have to face your problems for them to go away, but if you leave them dormant, they will continue to stick with you. Eliminate any negative thoughts, for nothing good is gained from a negative reaction. You have to be able to control your reaction to the situation so that it wouldn't affect you more than it already has. Your reaction will determine the nature of the steps you'll take next. You can also control your reactions by thinking about the positive side of the situation. Everything in life has its pros and cons. It could be that a lesson would be learned from it, or it could be the opportunity to be able to achieve something because of delay. Every situation has its benefits. You just have to dig deep to find those benefits, to be able to discover them, to make yourself feel better through the process of waiting. It can be very easy to look at only the negatives, but you have to take a minute to think calmly about the situation. You should also be able to challenge negative thoughts and release them. You acknowledge those thoughts, then you reply with negative words. There is power when you speak, so you reply to those thoughts with outspoken words. When you speak out, your mind and your body begin to align with what you've spoken out, because your tongue controls what you think. These situations are also great opportunities to learn something. Look at the things that the situation has caused and take a lesson home. Study the factors and work around them. Focus on the problem, and don't let your mind and heart wander in a way that would not bring a solution to the problem. When going through a negative experience, a way to handle the process is to find a solution to it. Yes, you know that the changes will still come, but they can't come if you just sit down waiting for them to happen. You have to put in the work. Think of solutions and carry them out in action. Since you're learning from all these circumstances, you put those points to use by using them to make new methods, so that you would not make the same mistakes. It's only you who can create a solution to this issue, and until you find that solution, you would be stuck in this cycle. If you've exhausted all methods to find a good solution to the issue, you can ask people who you know have gone through similar things, or you feel have more knowledge than you do in that particular area. You seek their consent on these decisions and let them guide you. It is better to have the guidance of a person who has experience in that particular area. In this case, you wouldn't make the same mistakes that they made while trying to accomplish their goals. But skip all those stages and do the right thing. You have to respond in a way that's constructive and can produce results, not in a way that would not change anything. Also, you can vent to a trusted friend. You can tell someone you know about what's going on other than keeping it all to yourself. Talking through the situation can help a lot. There's a saying that goes, "A problem shared is a problem half solved." They may not have the complete solution, but they might know a person who does, or their words of encouragement could be what'll get you back on your feet. Around you, there could be some people who would discourage you in these times. All that you have to do is filter their words out. Inasmuch as you might think you have friends, it's when things are not going as well as it was that their true colors begin to show. Those who are not your true friends wouldn't be there to help you during these times. They wouldn't care about how you intend to get out of that situation, but just sit and watch, doing nothing. Those who truly care about you will be there to help you find that solution that would be a saving grace to you. Your outcome and how fast that change you're waiting for will come also depends strongly on those you surround yourself with. They can either make you or near you delay you or speed you up, help you or abandon you. The changes will come, but who would be there to assist you when you need a helping hand? Everything happens for a reason, and so also all these negative things happen for a reason. It could be a lesson that life is trying to teach you or bring out for you. Situations in life happen to make us stronger, so that we would be able to overcome greater challenges in the future. If you cannot accomplish little challenges, there's no way you'd be able to accomplish the greater ones. There's a saying that goes, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." This situation wouldn't kill you, but only means that if something similar happens in the future, you already have the ability and strength to overcome it. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. This means that when life gives you bitter things, you bring the sweetness out of it and make something positive. What you do with all these things happening to you matters more than what's actually happening. You have no reason to fear and no reason to panic. Be patient and keep seeking ways to get out of the situation to overcome it. Keep trusting that you'll see the change that you wish for because you work for what will come to you. Scientists have established that to get a desired change or result, you have to keep testing. These tests help you to discover the solutions yourself. These are trials and errors, and the beautiful thing about not giving up is that you know the paths not to take again. Try different angles, different methods, and different ways. You have to keep trying to get that result you so wish for, and don't give up. Wallowing in the sadness of not getting your desired result will never get you anywhere. But when you keep pushing, that instant and swift change will come your way. You would be surprised at how fast it comes when you're patient and keep trying your best. Instant and swift changes are coming your way.